What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. Excuse me, y'all. I'm butchering my own name. We're back with another HBCU OverDrive live show. Today is Breakdown Tuesday, so this is where I basically break down some video uh, moments from a specific game for the upcoming opponent for Jackson State football. What's going on, Brian? I'm gonna go ahead and invite you in. Um, if you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe. Become a member of the hottest HBCU podcast that's on YouTube right now. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. So today, man, let me get this set up. And I don't know, for some reason I've been waffling around all day. But yeah, this is something that hopefully I do not get flagged. I got everything on here. I'm just letting everybody know I have everything on here, my fair use and everything. So hopefully this does not get flagged, or I can just uh basically kind of edit it out. So the video is brought to you by Matthew Loves Ball. He does like abbreviated. So let me hold on, y'all. All right, let me get Brian in here. My bad. What's going on, Sam Pope? What's going on, Brian?
What it do, my brother? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So today, man, we getting we to talking about Alcorn football, and hopefully this comes up. Oh yeah, it came up. Hey, I did hey y'all, I did me a PowerPoint slide on the show. Good for me.
All right, brother.
Yeah, I ain't monetized yet. Hopefully, yeah, it should be no problem.
You are
But
you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. So everybody
oh
that's
yeah,
listening to this stream, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Yep. Yep. We almost at 600. Just 20 people away from 600 right now. So let's get it. Let's keep getting it up there, y'all. Um, but today, man, like I said, it's Alcorn football. It's the Soul Bowl. Everybody know Soul Bowl, Alcorn, Jackson State. It used to be called the Capital City Classic, but I think it's still the same thing. I think it's still called that when they play in Jackson, and then when we play at Alcorn, it's the Soul Bowl. But since we're playing at Alcorn, it's the Soul Bowl today, this weekend. That is, I think that will be my game of the week this week. I don't see any other game. I don't see. I really don't see any other game that is my, that is my game of the week. So, um,
What about Grambling and Southern?
that's next week. That's
Oh,
next
that's
week.
next
That's
week.
next
Okay,
Saturday.
sorry.
Yeah, that'll be my game of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's next Saturday. Um, but this week I think, yep, this will be my game of the week. Because you got Alcorn and Valley, and you got um, as everybody see the ticket coming down here. Hey man, no, look. We're not gonna get on my Cowboys right now. We took a tough loss.
I meant to Doc. I meant to because I was writing to Hoop had his podcast on Saturday, Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember what day it was. And him and his couple of buddies were doing about the Cowboys. So I was just throwing a little routes. But I honestly thought the Cowboys would beat the brakes off.
It should have been a different game. Oh yeah, the other game of the week is the Florida Classic, Bethune Cookman and FAMU. So you probably got two. Um, and then the other game of the week, really, I'm gonna say, yeah, I really got three games of the week because you got Pro Bowl, you got the Florida Classic, and then you got A&T versus Gardner Webb for the Big South title. So yeah, those are my 3 games of the week. So I'll probably go all 3 of those. Probably on. I'm gonna go over those on Thursday when I do my when we do the actual preview show. So and it'll be. I'm gonna try to do it around. I'm gonna try to do it around 3. So I try to get I'm gonna try to get everything done, all my little slides and everything done by uh um Wednesday night after the HBCU night. What's up, Auburn Tiger? I know. Look, I done. He done gave me a headache, but he cool. He a cool dude. So I give him. Hey, you want to troll? You got to pay the toll. You already know how I do. But yeah, man. Today is Alcorn. Alcorn football breakdown. And the game I took, I had to take from was the Prairie View game because I don't think Cut Day condensed the game from this past Saturday when Alcorn played uh damn, who did they when they played Bethune. I'm drawing blanks up in here, y'all. I am drawing blanks. But I know a lot of people right now is on listen off script right now. But hey, we doing breakdowns, we doing field breakdowns, so that's them. This is us right here. So yeah. The first person we gotta watch, everybody know we gotta watch out for is the running attack. What's going on, Vale? Um Public enemy number 1 for Jackson State. Number 0, Agent 0, the Purple Rhino, Jarvion Howard.
That's a
Um,
bad man.
that is a bad man. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's crazy because Alcorn has 3 running backs. They can run 3 running backs. They can run they shuffle their running backs in depending on down the distance, what type of set they're in, and and what type of play, basically what type of play is being called. So this is the main person that we got to watch out for, Jarvion Howard. And let me get into his stats. I didn't get a chance to type in the stats, but I'm gonna do that next. Gonna try to do that next time. Uh, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it together. Um, you got Jarvion Howard, man. Look, my guy has 225 carries for 1,174 yards and 11 TDs. That basically leads the whole conference. He is a load to bring down. And the funny thing is, he looks big, but he really is not a big dude. He is only 5'10" and 200 pounds. I think he's probably about 210.
Yeah, he looks bigger than what they're giving him.
Right. He looks
Definitely.
bigger than what they giving him. But
And he's got good
this
feet.
man This man runs with his pad levels, like his pads down. Like he runs to deliver the blow, and basically the thing about him is his feet. His feet are always moving. It is like let me give me an example. It's like
Oh, and Pro Bowl back in the day, it almost like Adrian Peterson. You hit him and he's keep on moving and moving.
yeah, but Adrian AP he run high, so he runs high up. I'm thinking of somebody. I'm thinking of hey, bang, the
Derrick
name.
Henry.
Nah, Derrick Henry. He don't really tiptoe. He kind of
Yeah, he just read it
Yeah,
over.
but he do. He does look like 215, like between 210 and 215, something like that. Like he does not look like he's 200 pounds. And but the name just keep it is on the tip of my tongue. And I know who he runs. I know who he runs like. He runs like back in the day, San Diego Chargers, Natron Means.
Oh wow, you're going way back.
Yes. San Diego Chargers, Natron Means. The Natron bomb. Like, that's who he reminds me of. Not too big, not too, you know what I'm saying, not too heavy, but like pad levels be down. Like he runs like that. And he's willing to give a hit and he's willing to take the hits. Um, and y'all gotta remember he transferred in from Syracuse, so he spent his first 3 years at Syracuse. He wasn't even the lead, the feature back. He was the I think he was like second. He was like second on the depth chart in running backs at Syracuse. And then when he gets to Alcorn, like he basically blows up. Hey, Joe Morris. Oh, okay. I give you that. I give you that. I would say a poor man's Rodney Hampton. Um, from the Giants, or if you really want to go into today's game, um, beast mode. What you think about that?
Oh, I
He runs
well,
like he does run like beast mode.
I don't know. I like I said, I seen him only a few games, like last year and this year, and I watched them the last game they played. Uh, that's a good comparison, Beast Mode. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he reminds me of beast mode. So this is something like you got a team where they pretty much lead. I think they're either second or third in the conference in rushing yards. So it's not like these guys are slouches. These guys are. This guy is pretty much like a headbanger. Yeah, Sam. Beast mode. I think I compare him with beast mode, man. But as far as rushing the ball as a team, um, they're third in the conference. So you got two top five rushing teams in the conference playing each other to this Saturday. Alcorn at number 3, Jackson State at number 4. Alcorn has over 1,700 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, 14 touchdowns. So on average, that's 189 yards per carry. And then, of course, Jackson State has a little bit of over 1,500 yards, 1,557, 4.9 average, 14 touchdowns also. And we run the ball at 173 yards average per game. Um,
But what is the statistic, Doc, as far as Howard and another guy Wilkerson? How many more carries did Howard have than Wilkerson? And
uh,
Howard was a feature back right away too. Don't we can't forget that.
right. So Howard had Jarvion has over he has a little bit over um 46 yards. He has 46 more carries than Savion.
And we're supposed to be an air raid offense. So I think it's kind of like Howard's a bad man. You know what I mean? Howard's a bad man.
Yeah, he's a bad man. I can't give it. I can't even
Can't take nothing away from that.
can't take none away from him.
And
And
what's a yard? And what's a yardage difference?
the yardage difference. Oh, he's he got Savion 200 yards, 200 yards more, man.
So you figure right there another 46 carries. So you know what I mean? And what's his average yards per carry?
5.3.
Yeah, and the Sevion is
5.5. So they're pretty much almost the same, man.
yeah.
He's averaging way more than he's averaging way more yards per game. So like Simeon is Jarvion is averaging 20 yards more per average than Wilkerson.
Because if you figure he's 46 times, and if he just hits his average, that's over 200 yards right there.
True. And then you got to take away though, like you said, we also got to take away that we do pass the ball, and we
And
do pass the ball a lot, and
and
for him to
sometimes we
have,
start off with the pass, like you said.
we start off with the pass. So, but if we have like literally, if Savion didn't wasn't sitting on the bench at first, probably in the first couple of games, or like the first 2 games or something like that, he'll basically have probably like 1,100 yards just because
Oh yeah,
the more that you feed Savion the ball, the more he becomes productive as a running back. And then you gotta, like you said, those guys are 1 and 2. Then Kayvon Brittany, he's third with 900 yards for rushing, and then Quashawn Bird, he's fourth with 600 yards, and then Eaglin, and then the trio runners at Prairie View. So like you're looking at this team for Alcorn basically is like straight. You basically got to put your knuckles in the dirt, beat them at the line of scrimmage. Now the change up basically comes with Nico Duffy. Nico is not that big of a dude, but he can run, he can do inside runs, but he's more efficient when he bounces outside. When he bounces outside, it's hard for you to catch him because he has he has that breakaway speed, but he wasn't, to me, this season he really wasn't utilized like he was last season. I figured he would have had probably about at least 600 yards rushing behind Howard. So you kind of have to, you basically kind of have to, you playing devil's advocate. And then the third person I couldn't get his picture is Javante Leatherwood. Now that is the big back right there. I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", 235 pounds. Uh, that's your battering ram. That's your short yardage if you want to use him as short yardage. When you take Howard out, and you can use Nico as a decoy, put him in, as a receiver in the slot. Um, it's good for him to actually be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like you
yeah,
can interchange it. Now, the thing about this is that if I'm not mistaken, Blue, make sure if I'm right, am I wrong? But Aaron Allen is not playing in this game because he hasn't played in the last 2 games of the season, last 2 games of the year. They have true freshman Trey Lawrence has been starting. Um, his quarterback numbers really ain't that impressive, but you really don't have to be an effective quarterback if you got a running back like Mr. Howard on your team. Okay, yeah. I figured he was out for the season. So now they relying on the run. So the, all corners rely more on the run now instead of with Allen, because Allen can take the top off of defense with his passing, and he basically, what I'm saying, he basically was it was a change up. It's a minor change up, but Saturday is gonna be a long day for Trey Lawrence because um Jackson State is not gonna give this not going to give the quarterback no time to even make a read or make a progression.
Well, no. That game is just even watching last game against the film Cookman. They run and continue to run. You know what I mean? So and we've been a little bit vulnerable against the run last couple of weeks. We really got to shore up that. That is for sure. Because if they're running the ball, they get 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is they're gonna. Did you see the press conference with Coach McNair?
I watched a little bit on it because I was on the bus getting ready. I was on the bus going to work.
Okay, so basically the guy asked him a question. You know what I mean? What about you? He says, "Well, we prepare the same way for every team. We don't change. We don't change. We don't change." So he's a coach that definitely is going to stick to whatever has been working for him over so how many years he's been doing it. He's not changing. This quarterback's not even have to be a game manager. All he has to do is be a game facilitator. That's just handing the ball off and make sure there's no fumbles. Because, like you said, they're not going to pass. There's going to be 8, 9 guys in the box.
And they all going to
There's
be geared to stop.
yeah,
They all
yeah.
going to be geared to stop this guy right here. The guy
Aubrey
that
Miller's going to have another big game.
the guy that you see on the screen right here, the guy that you see on the screen right here, number 0. Yeah, they're going to be trying to pack the box in for that. But now, when you pack the box, you gonna have 7, 8, 9, 8 guys in the box. They're gonna force you to throw the ball. They're going to force you to throw the ball, and they're not even going. And they're not playing. Jazz State. They're not playing no type of zone as far as with the cornerbacks. Everybody's playing man to man. They're gonna force you to throw the ball. But like I said, I didn't get the film as far as what I seen from the Bethune-Cookman game, but I do have film from the Prairie View game.
That's a
And
good game. That was a good game too.
Yeah, that was a good game.
This video's been shown under the fair use.
And yeah, I got it, but I'm not getting monetized yet. So they say I'm good right now.
And let's get those likes up, and let's get
we
those
got Alcorn
subscriptions up as we're waiting.
So look, Alcorn already going to start off. They this game, even though Aaron Allen played in this game right here, they started off 4 wide receiver, no tight ends. Basically, they start off it looked like it's a pass package. If you're looking at Prairie View, you got this guy playing probably 8 yards off the ball. He is from the line of scrimmage. He's 5, so he's playing within the depth linebacker. This guy right here is playing. He's like 5.5 off the line of scrimmage. So let me play that speed. And start off with this, and that's kind of strange that you see them start off with a pass and not with the run, because they want to establish that run early in the game. They want to establish it early in the game and often in the game.
So when they're using that formation, they have the option. Obviously, if you spread it out, you have less people in the box, so it easily gives it an easier running attack. As far as like that. And you've seen a linebacker from.
Because the offensive line is playing hat on the hat. If you really looked at it, if if you really go back and look at it, uh, Prairie View starting off with 4 down linemen, where it's actually 3 because you got this guy right here coming out the edge. And he more like a stand up linebacker to me.
Linebacker. He's playing like on hybrid.
So that was a 4th down play right there. Yeah, he's playing like a hybrid. Well, I want to go when so looking at defensive wide, we go defensive wide before we get to the offense, to what how they want to do, how they're gonna run with the running backs. So defensive wise, because in this game, Prairie View is a primarily running team. They want to run the ball. They want to establish the run. Also, in this game, um, they're basically playing. You're playing assignment football. That's what all corners you're playing. Anybody that plays against Prairie View, and I know Jackson State will play against Prairie View next week in the SWAC championship game. Um, you have to be disciplined. Now, this is where the key word is going to come in for that game next week is discipline. Because you're not going to have the quarterback that you had last season. Juwan Pass, he's gone. He's gone. He's in the XFL right now. You got Trayvon Conley, who is more of a athlete playing quarterback. So Alcorn lines up in 3-down linemen. You got these guys playing.
But they're playing pass on
Linemen in
this,
their
though.
regular
This
depth
rushing
spot.
free.
Yeah, they're playing pass on him because they're rushing 3. But you can make it ugly because you can send both of these running. You can send both of these. You can send one linebacker into as a blitz, and then the other linebacker is going to cover the. He'll be able to cover the running back out of the backfield. But like I said, Prairie View was not looking to pass in this game. Prairie View was looking to run. It's 5-on-3 right here. So the center guard, one of the center guard combos is double teaming. It's not even double teaming your defensive lineman. Number 76 was basically as soon as he don't have nobody to block. He's blocking he's linebacker because he's already going to try to get back a level.
But if you go back, you knew the guy had the lane to cut on the outside because the guy he wasn't disciplined like you said because he should have had the you know what I mean? He should have had it not in his gap but on the outside there.
True.
You got to control gap control and you got to control containment. He's got to control his edge on the edge.
You just look.
Watch a lot linebacker come on down after.
Mm-hmm. That linebacker
he gets
came
caught
down
on the inside.
So, like I said, he's covering. Yeah.
You see.
Yeah, that's something that they need to. They have to work on that also. But see, like I said, this is you're playing. Prairie View is an option team, so you're playing you basically, like I said, you're playing assignment football. That's it. That's all. That's all you're playing. With when Alcorn defense was playing assignment football, Jackson State's defense is going to play assignment football next week. I mean, this weekend.
You see,
and next weekend.
You see, if Alcorn lines up against this formation against Jackson State, they're going to get cooked because they got one-on-one on the outside. the safety unless the safety drops
Mm-hmm.
back. But you know what I mean. Uh, so they have one. So these safety, either the safety's gonna either back up quick and double, or if he's gonna, you know what I mean. He's probably looking for maybe a crossing route. But on the outside,
I'm looking at this
that's one
more
on one.
like a QB power. Yeah, that, all it's right here. But see, now he backs off. You see now he see backs off right here, so he's going back, so he's more into zone right here. I won't even play man this far because it's the fact that all he had to do is just go 4 or 5 yards and go out, and he can hit that out route right there. Or what he can also do is turn turn into like a pick play and to pick out the right. Number 44, that's another guy we got to watch out for. And number 58, Tyler Smith, the freshman. These guys' motors do not stop. Those guys' motors do not stop. His motor did not stop. He got behind. He knew he was gonna get beat off the line, y'all. And he realized, like, look, I can't let him get to the first down. So he hustles. He gets back up. He hustles, and he gets to the quarterback. Like that's the type of effort that Alcorn is going to have to use this Saturday, y'all. Um, all right, so they got pinned within a 5 yard line on the punt. So shout out to Prairie View's punt coverage and the punter because they pinned them inside the 5. So if you see the form and look, this guy is more of a you would say a blocking fullback, but I don't think I would not call him a fullback. He's more of a H back right here. You got Howard, you got three wide, one long right here, two at the top. And see that cornerback was playing he was playing too far off the ball. He was playing too far off the ball. You supposed to keep short. He was playing too far off the ball. You supposed to keep him short. He won 16 yards out that play right there. Let it go. I'm gonna shoot from Alcorn. So same formation, except for you actually got a tight end right here, and I think this call was an inside. I think this was an inside run right here on this play, if I'm not mistaken. I think this one was an inside run. And see, he bounced out. Look, he bounces out. No way. You supposed he gets out almost 20 yards off the play, y'all. There's no way in the world that he's 20 yards out that play. And basically, it's hat on the hat. It's hat on the hat. They got five. They, in fact, Prairie View is on this play right here. Prairie View is rushing five, and it's five already. And plus, you got this tight end that's going to chip this right here. He's helping with the tackle right here. Mm. Everything that play right there was basically was supposed to be funneled inside. He's supposed to go inside between the A gap and B gap. For somebody to be that big, he has excellent vision to where he can actually bounce it outside. He bounces it outside, picks up 20 yards out the play on the 3rd and 2. And like I said, he don't look that big, but he does. He looks bigger than what they tell me is.
And he definitely can break a long one too.
And it's the
So
same thing. If he can break a long one. He has the ability to break a long one too. He has speed, so it's not like he doesn't have speed. He has foot speed. Um, and this is just saying, like I said, this is basically saying because Aaron Allen's out of the game with an injury, so we're gonna have to. You have to see what Trey Lawrence gonna do. Inside, look, ooh, cut it right back out, cut it back in. The man does not stop his feet.
no, he has to be gang tackled
He does
almost
not stop
at the point of attack. At
he,
the point of attack, he has to be
at
gang
the
gang.
point of attack.
Is Doyle back for this game?
He might. When he get my whole thing when he get to do the shimmy, look like he about to do a cap and shimmy. That means that you're in trouble. Because to me, I feel like he's looking for somebody. He's looking for contact,
Oh, he definitely doesn't avoid the
and
contact.
this is pass play. He doesn't avoid the contact, and this is I think this is another run play with 4 wide. See, look at that. He's our man. That center was already down there towards the second level already. And that's Nico Duffy right there. That's the change of pace you see right here. Because it wasn't don't stop moving either. For him to be the
The
size
bottom
that
line
he
is,
is, I think he's like 5'9.5",
who's that?
185
The other
pounds,
running back?
180 pounds, or something like that. Yeah, that's the other running back. That's Nico.
Okay.
And basically, he runs inside. His feet. The thing about Alcorn running backs, their feet do not stop moving. They do not. They do not stop moving. So I feel like this is going to be a field. This is going to be iron sharpens iron between the running backs for Alcorn and the linebackers for Jackson State, especially Aubrey Miller, because he's the one that's supposed to be he's the one that causes that. He's the one that causes havoc.
Well, everybody got to do their job. The line's got to, you know what I mean, hold up their man. And you know what? And Aubrey's got to just hit those gaps. And the outside
Mm-hmm.
linebackers got to have containment, control the edges, and the safety's got to come up and
Now this play,
plug
he got
somebody
stood
too.
up. Like he got stood up. Somebody stood him up. Like literally, almost picked him up like he's a little kid.
You know, this potentially could be a big game for Shiloh.
Then this one, I
Yeah,
think who's this? That is that's hard. That's Howard. I thought that was Javante. That I thought that was Leatherwood. They came in the game, but
yeah. You look
and then
at
they
the
sent him
at the
to the field
year.
goal.
Howard got 222 touches. Uh, you have Nico got 78 touches, and Leatherwood got 60 touches, and 300 over 300 yards for Leatherwood, only 60 touches. You know what I mean? He's got
Mm-hmm.
a 5.0 average. Uh, you got Nico 4, and then you got the main man Howard. So there's no secret. You know what I mean? It's not going to be rocket science. They're going to run the ball. Run the ball. If they're effective running the ball, keeps us off the field. Keeps
Yep.
that Heisman Trophy candidate off the field, and that's what they want to do is time of possession. Time of possession. Uh, can't do it. Can't give them opportunity. If you have them to fourth down, have a penalty, so keep them on the field. You know what I mean? So we got to plug those holes and fill those gaps. And like I said, containment. Make sure that you don't get fooled on the edges. And should be. And the safety's got to come up and put a hat on somebody. CEO, the headache game. You know what I mean? This is it.
Yep.
It's
Let me see
yeah.
the
You got to
game
put a hat
log.
on somebody.
Let me see the game log. So when they played Tulane, They held Howard 8 carries for 8 yards. They played Big Meats. He had 20 carries for 74 yards. Uh, First game of the season. Look, he played at they played SFA. He had 21 carries for 194 yards. His average is over over like 24 carries. That's his average. Uh, when they played Valley, Valley kind of stuck it to him. 24 carries for 63 yards. Southern 22 carries for 79. Grambling 22 for 72. So when he doesn't hit 80 yards, y'all, he doesn't hit 80 yards. Let's see, one, two. So he lost that one. Three. So he has 3 losses when he does. He there. The team is um 2-3 when he doesn't hit 80 yards 80 yards rushing. That is true, Sonny Boom. We can't be too lazy. We gotta be demonstrative on the tackling, and we gotta be able to not kill on the quarterback. But the quarterback is the one that we gonna key on because first of all, is a freshman. Second of all, he is not that great when he's under pressure. So I would want to keep him under pressure. But knowing Coach McNair, he's going to make sure that he keeps that ball out of the QB's hand. The big game biggest game he had was against UAPB. We had 24 carries, 295 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So Jackson State cannot let him get into that type of groove when it comes to him running the ball. When it comes to them running the ball, they cannot get into that type of groove. They have to be solid in everything that they do. They have to be solid in everything that they do. Um, and when Nico, like I said, Nico is he's a change of pace back. He's more of your he's more of your home run hitter. But um, he hasn't been. They haven't used him effectively. They should, yeah. Pine Bluff wasn't taking nobody in that game. No, cause he ran wild. He ran wild on Texas Southern. They lost that game. He ran out on PV and Bethune, and also like I said with Stephen F. Foster. So we cannot. So Jackson State cannot get this team to get him at least to get him 100 yards on the ground. We have to stop that. Basically, we was not we did not look good last week when we played A&M. Um, we looked good at first when they had QC in the game, and then when they switched them out and put Xavier Langford in, um, we didn't look good because of the threat of a mobile quarterback. So that's something that we had to kind of shore. We got to shore that up. But like I said, that's the field breakdown for Alcorn today. Um, like I said, tomorrow I'll be on the Twitter space, HBCU Nightly, uh, with the crew on there. And if anybody want to join in, want to come along and join in with us on there, man, y'all more than welcome to. Um, yeah, the D line been slacking. And PV has a strong, PV got a do have a strong run defense, so it's not like uh he got all that in one whop, but he basically wore them down. But the game was still PV's to win. If you really look at the game, it was still PV to win, but they wore them down. So let's see. Thursday is preview, so I'll be back on here Thursday. I'll probably do it at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and then Friday, just in case, if it's not that bad, I'll probably go live with D I Love Friday. If not, it'll be pre-recorded, and then Saturday is the post game show. So, you got anything for me, Brian, other than being back in retail hell?
Yeah, I'm off today and tomorrow. Back to work on Thursday. Um, yeah, just like I said, there's no going to be no surprise playing Alcorn. Coach McNair is a guy that sticks to what he likes to do, and that's run the ball and run the
Yeah.
ball and run it again.
Oh man, I forgot to put my boy GA on here because he Alcorn grad, Alcorn fan. Look, I mean, he Alcorn all day, every day. Hey G, if you're watching the show, if you want to get on the show on Friday, come on Friday, man. You come on the show on Friday. I don't mind you coming on the show, bro. All right. Just hit me up on Twitter, man, and we, what I'm saying, we can make this happen. But if you ain't got nothing else going on, man, um, I will see everybody back on Thursday afternoon. Preview all the games, and to preview the first round of the playoff, uh, with Fayetteville State and Virginia Union. And also, like I said, keep prayers keep y'all hearts and your minds on the team from University of Virginia. Like I said, they lost three good young brothers, man, over some nonsense violence. Like I said, man, make sure y'all keep y'all minds and hearts, and give them prayers and stuff like that, because even though they are a power five team, uh those guys were so they was brothers. So make sure y'all what I'm saying, be mindful and have some what I'm saying, we let just have a heart, y'all. Just have a heart.
Show some grace.
Yes, so show some grace. But in the meantime, between time, man, if I can't get Brian on here at early in the afternoon, I'll be doing the solo dolo. And
And
then
everybody, before we get off, don't forget to subscribe. We Doc's goal is to get to 600. We got to get to 600 for the Doc, and subscribe and continue to like and enjoy the content, because he's the only one that brings HBCU OverDrive. He covers it all.
all right. But like I said, man, in the meantime, between time, man, y'all stay easy, stay blessed, stay dangerous, y'all. Peace.